Good day, everybody. Today is the 11th of June, 2024. This is your real estate update. I am Connor with Honor. Santa Clarita Open Houses.com is where you're going to find all of the information related to Santa Clarita real estate and the best ways to get out there and do your due diligence when it comes to buying or selling real estate. Right now, as far as the last 7 days in Santa Clarita Valley, this is the current happenings in real estate. 9 listings have been posted coming soon. We've had 103 listings hit the market in the past 7 days in Santa Clarita Valley. That is huge, breaking triple digits in 7 days. Really, that is indicative of this current market. We definitely have a seller's market. In addition to that, school is letting out all across Santa Clarita Valley. That is a big time for sellers to want to move and also buyers to want to buy to jockey for position so that their kids go to these schools that they want them to be in. Things to look at are blue ribbon schools, doing your research online. Most of the multiple listing service and the listings you're going to find online are going to carry with them some kind of school score, giving you ideas on what the best schools are for the children. Just do your due diligence and make sure you do follow ups. In addition to that, if you are purchasing real estate and you're purchasing real estate in the Santa Clarita Valley in order to be in a specific school district, it's important that you know before you buy that house that the house is really located within that school district. For example, you need to make a phone call, you need to write names down, you need to find out who's who when you make these calls, but give them the address of the house or the area that you want to purchase within. If it falls within a particular boundary for a school district, make sure that your children are going to be going to the school you think they will be. In other words, make sure you are doing the due diligence. You can trust other people to help you do the work, but ultimately, most other people are going to have a different interest. You have a much bigger interest because they're your kids. You want to make sure they're going to the right school. So, when you get closer to choosing real estate, make sure that the neighborhoods that you are searching are, I take that back. Make sure that the areas your agent is searching is within the boundary of the school. And then, of course, before you put pen to paper, if you really like the residence that you're seeing and you are going to write that offer, make another phone call and make sure that the residence is within the school boundary. Now, of course, a lot of times in this current market, time is of the essence. There's not a lot of time for ahead of writing offers investigations, but there's a lot that you can do prior to writing the offer. And in addition, after you write the offer, if you happen to discover something that isn't going to work for you and your family, there are typically within contract time frames, so you can remove yourself from the transaction in order to save what you're trying to save in order to buy the correct property. But make sure going in, before you start writing offers on properties, you have a good idea as to where you're going to end up. All right, so we have 103 listings added to this market in the last 7 days. That's a bunch. 50 properties have had their prices changed. 19 properties have gone back on market. Active under contract properties 29, pending 67. 60 have sold this last week. That's about normal. 4 expired, 10 canceled, 21 put on hold, and 2 have been withdrawn from the market. Now, if you go to Santa Clarita Open Houses, you can find detailed information on these and other properties, including street names and neighborhoods. Now, what's happening at SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com is I'm putting together a different system to be able to help home buyers and also advertise those listings that happen to be for sale and for people to be able to pick up on the best top shelf representation that they can find out here. And now, because the commission model has changed, where you buyers potentially might be responsible for paying the agent you're choosing and hiring to represent you, it's even more important today to make sure who you are hiring is worth the mustard. Their mustard? I don't know. I think Dad used to say that, but it never made a lot of sense. Anyway, all right, here we go. Apparently, mustard's worth a lot. All right, so here's some interesting statistics that I gleaned from today's real estate inventory and what's happening from the last 7 days of sold properties, just to give you an idea as potential sellers out there. So, single family residences in Kenyan country, average days on market 29 days. The fastest one that get into escrow, 12 days, longest to escrow 108 days. Took a while for that property to sell, and this is on average for everything in Valencia. That was the longest to sell, actually. Average days on market 32. Fastest to escrow was 1 day. Longest time period it took a property to get into escrow was 91 days. That's Valencia. In Saugus, average days on market 40 days, fastest to escrow 4 days. Longest to escrow it took in Saugus 55. For Castaic, we have average days on market 37, fastest to escrow 5, longest to escrow 53 days. Condominiums in Canyon Country, we have an average days on market of 55 days, fastest to escrow 7, longest to escrow 114. In Valencia condominiums, we have average days on market 29 days, fastest to escrow 6, longest property of the condominium taken to get to escrow 63 days. In Saugus condos, days on market 40 days, fastest to escrow 5, longest to escrow 53. Now let's move into the townhomes. We cover the single family residences, condominiums, townhomes. Valencia, average days on market 29 days, fastest to escrow 7, longest to escrow 29 as well. Saugus for townhomes, average days on market 40, fastest 29, longest to escrow 29. Properties are moving at a quick pace. It's going to depend on that seller's pricing strategy. Now, as far as sellers, I do have a tip regarding open houses. In a lot of cases, staging really is critical, but you don't have to necessarily hire a home staging company to do it correctly. You do need some guidance. There's a lot of information online that you can glean. I have some fantastic resources, but I also have a wonderful company that does some fantastic home staging. And if the difference is between your residence, same builder, and another residence, same builder, the one that's going to be actually staged more than likely is going to go out, at least historically, at a higher amount and quicker sale than the one that isn't staged if everything else is the same. Staging is really powerful for people because it removes any and all personalization from a property. So when a buyer goes in, they're looking at a residence. Now they're not hanging other people's mental curtains, they're actually hanging their own. So make sure that your home is clean, decluttered, and well lit to definitely create that welcoming atmosphere. We do have seminars at SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com. Whenever we host an open house, we have about 45 minutes and then a Q&A after that for people that are interested in purchasing real estate in this market. And as far as sellers go, we have been starting some of those particular briefings where we'll put together information regarding sellers and how they can best get open houses to work in their favor also. From the start, you definitely want to price your home competitively. Overpricing can lead to prolonged market time and eventual price reductions. Now, our website does have property market analysis tools to help you determine the right price, but everybody has that. The best way to determine what your property is going to sell for is to sit down with a professional and look at all the comparables and make a decision as to where the market is currently and back that up with factual information that is found within the systems out there. Do some data mining through the boards of realtors and the other systems and make sure that we come up with a proper value. Now, for buyers, as you're going into open houses, one of the things that's kind of important is we always try to set a price limit for our buyers. If you're visiting open houses, you might be walking into things that are much more expensive and outside your price range. This isn't bad to hang those mental curtains if you're one of those people that are kind of envisioning where you're going to be in the future, and that's the way that you're going to obtain that information by kind of dreaming about it, and then after you see it and understand it, then it's going to come to you, that abundance, that attraction thing. I get that. If you're doing that, that's fine. I understand it. But for a lot of us, as we get out there to a property, it's really hard to back down from it. So my suggestion is this: make sure you prepare a list of must-have features before attending open houses. This will help you stay focused and efficient. And again, we have buyer seminars at open houses, and that'll help you get that personalized advice and market insights. Now, as far as financial preparation, this is tip number 2. Get approved for a mortgage before starting your home search. This is going to strengthen your buying position. And of course, we have financing guides available at SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com. You'll be able to see all of those and be able to select which one you want. No obligation. You'll be able to be better guided when it comes to real estate, besides, of course, contacting me. General market insights and current trends. This particular market is definitely seeing a high number of new listings. That's over 100 these past 7 days. We haven't seen those numbers for at least 2.5 years. And also we have new listings and those price changes, and this does indicate dynamic activity and opportunities for both buyers and sellers. If you want to stay informed about the market conditions, make sure you get back to Santa Clarita openhouses.com. And finally, make sure that you stay abreast of the current real estate inventory. There are a lot of systems out there that are going to give you what happens to be for sale. But the problem is the connection points between who has that listing and the site you're looking at. A lot of times there's a lot of tricks put into place to get you to give up personal and private information so it can be sold to agents, lenders, other people that are willing to pay for it. So be wary where you put your footprint or your signature on a line. And if you see properties that you have further questions on and looking to get responses without being tied to somebody or have somebody harassing you all the time, I'm your guy. So reach out to me when you're ready, and I will be here. Thank you so much for watching today's June 11th Real Estate Update. I am Connor with Honor. We will talk to you soon. Over and out.